So a few days ago, I uploaded a video talking about the end of obsession and the beginning of freedom using open focus awareness to stop the tendency of the mind to obsess and to give too much importance to the things that belongs to the dream, to the duality. So now I want to share with you something that pertains the chemistry of the brain and its connection with obsession. Because when the chemistry of the brain is really off, then you will have difficulties to do this trick, even if you are skillful at moving into open focus awareness. And there are ways to increase specifically your serotonin that are safe, effective, legal, and will help you immensely to do not obsess, because obsession at a chemical level is usually a drop in serotonin, which is the neurotransmitter that controls mostly the occipital lobe in the back of the brain. Serotonin is what gives us this playful attitude in life, where we don't take things too seriously. So if your serotonin is too low, you can expect taking things very seriously. There is another neurotransmitter that operates at this level or has an impact on obsessions, and is dopamine. An excess of dopamine can make you really focused, productive, but at the same time obsessed and angry. So if you are experiencing too much anger, you can also suspect that your dopamine is in overload and you need to compensate by increasing serotonin. Usually increasing serotonin will also decrease dopamine a little bit. But another way to decrease dopamine is to decrease your intake of caffeine. If you're taking too much caffeine, then your dopamine levels may go too high. Another way in which we produce too much dopamine is by ingesting too many proteins, too much protein during the day. So, keeping this in mind, I'm going to focus mostly on how to increase serotonin, because that's what's most important here. Serotonin can be increased in many different ways, of course, but these are a few. You can take a supplement called tryptophan, L-tryptophan. It's natural and it does the job. But L-tryptophan needs to be taken in fasting. You cannot eat it with other foods, especially protein, because it tends to compete with the other amino acids from protein, and because it is a bigger molecule, then it will be the last one to pass to the brain through the brain barrier. Therefore, you take it first thing in the morning, accompanied by a little bit of carbohydrates, like for example a tablespoon of honey and some water. You take about a gram of L-tryptophan and you will see results. Your levels of serotonin will increase substantially. There are other methods, of course, that are not that legal, which is microdosing with magic mushrooms. Psilocybin tends to increase serotonin. So if you microdose correctly with mushrooms, you will get results too. But I understand that that's a bit complicated because it's illegal, so I'm not recommending you do something illegal. It's just for your information. And there is another substance that can work, which is cannabis. And cannabis also will do the job. If you microdose with cannabis, then you will feel lighter and less obsessive. A much better option than all the previous three is to take a supplement called 5-HTP. 5-HTP is the direct precursor for serotonin. 5-HTP is actually produced by your brain. I don't know of any food that contains 5-HTP, but it is a natural substance in the sense that it's produced by your brain, and it has been synthesized, and therefore you can buy it in the market for not that much money, and it's very effective because it will turn into serotonin in one step. So 100 milligrams of 5-HTP can be extremely effective at increasing your serotonin. A low dosage of just about 100 milligrams. If you need more, you can take a larger dosage of 200 milligrams. You can buy this in Amazon. And the advantage of 5-HTP is that you can take it with food, no problem. The results are pretty immediate, contrary to pharmaceuticals that take a long time to kick in to increase serotonin. With 5-HTP, you will feel a relief very soon. I have seen this working multiple times with different clients, students, and friends and family. I have seen it also working in myself. I'm going to explain a personal experience I had a few days ago, and this is the reason why I'm presenting this video. I eliminated from my diet all dairy products because I'm working through some digestive issues that I thought eliminating casein could help. But I knew, because of past experiences, that in a few days there was going to be here in this mind-body organism a depression. Not extreme, but uncomfortable. But before the depression came, after a few days into the diet, I noticed a severe increase in obsessing with thought. And to a point that staying in open focus awareness became quite difficult. So when I realized what was going on, I began to take 5-HTP, and bingo, in just one dosage, the change happened, 100 milligrams. And with the second dosage, today in the morning, the focus opened up, the mind quieted down. So keep in mind, that, as I mentioned in a previous video also, there are 4 levels through which you can wake up and you can attain freedom. And these are physical, energetic, then mental, thoughts or ideas, and finally consciousness. This intervention with the 5-HTP is at the physical level, working directly with the brain. If we understand this biochemistry of the brain, which is not that difficult, we can help ourselves to sustain the state of open awareness, resting as open awareness, which is delightful. Okay, I hope this helps those who sometimes cannot go into open focus awareness because they are obsessing. Keep in mind that low serotonin will do that, and it's just that perhaps your diet is a bit imbalanced, that's all. Yes, so you take a supplement, you're rebalancing your diet. That's what you are doing. It's not a big deal. It's not that you are, relying on something external, or the chemistry of the brain works with food, and supplements are food. By the way, share this video with your friends, please. It really helps the Brain Optimization Holistic Institute, as it gives us more exposure. And at the same time, it may help a lot of people that are experiencing painful brain issues, which affect the mind and then the energy and the body. It affects everything, right? So it may help your friends. So share this video if you can. Take care and see you.